Scott Jorgensen.
All right, Stadium Truck up first. That's going to be Nelson Scott, Brian, and Theo.
Ten car 10. Nelson B.
All right, got some marshals out here. I think we're good. Bryant, is there somebody in this corner? Cool, all right, we're good on marshals. The rest of you guys can marshal race 2. Yeah, the rest of my expert guys will use you for race 2 or other races. All right, this is Stadium Truck. Got our marshals out here, got our trucks out here. We're going live loop, guys. Well, careful on the left side, guys. Careful with the rollers. All right, first lap, Nelson, 16.3. Way to be. Got Brian at 15.4, but he's looking for more. 15.4, that's a pretty good Stadium Truck lap time. Oh, pulling off the whip. When a jump comes along, you must whip it. All right, 45 seconds in. Got BG out front, opening up 15.4, followed by a 15.5. Got Nelson a 16.2. Got Theo and Scott in the 20s at the moment. We're 1 minute in.
4 minutes left.
Brian Gross currently on 20.14 for pace. Got Nelson at 19.13. We got Theo and Scott on 13s. Yeah, 110 down, 350 to go, drivers. BG on top of the leaderboard. Careful at the rollers, guys. Careful at the rollers. All right, BG 2014, Nelson 1913, Theo 1403, Scott 1410. Got a minute 30 down, 3:30 remaining. All right, a buck 45 in, 3:15 to go. Right now, Brian Nelson, Theo Scott, your full running order. BG 2.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson a lap up on Theo, and Theo a
3 minutes
second
left.
up on Scott. 2 down, 3 to go, drivers. This is race number 1, Stadium on track. Race number 2 will be 21.5 Sportsman combined with our rookie category. All right, 2:15 down, 2:45 remaining. All right, 2:30 in, 2:30 remains. 19:01 is the pace for BG, 19:10 for Nelson, 15:08 for Scott, and 15:20 for Theo. Careful on the back straight. That is clear. Yeah, 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes left.
BG 4 seconds ahead of Nelson. Nelson lap up on Scott. Scott about 10 seconds ahead of Theo. Minute 50 remaining here. Race number 1 on track. This is the opening race of our setup board series. 7-week series, 2 throwouts. So it's a good opportunity night to get some good points in Stadium Truck. I suspect the remaining races will be more populated. Oh no, looks like a little bit of trouble there for Scott. He was holding down the 3 spot. Careful, turn one, turn one. That's clear. All right, 1:15 to go, 75 seconds left. BG throwing down the whips. All right, so
1 minute
BG
left.
this time by Nelson closing the gap a bit. Let's see what the split time is here. 1.2 between those two drivers. So BG on a 1906, Nelson 1907, Theo 1517. All right, we got 40 seconds left. "30 seconds left, drivers. BG 1905, Nelson 1908, Theo 1514. All right, 15 seconds. All right, time is about to expire, but keep on going. Keep on going. Keep going on.
Nelson B. done.
It looks like somebody might have lost a spoiler over there
10
by Mir
car Ted
Fuente.
done. All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys.
Rice cakes done.
BG goes 1905. Nelson right there with him, 1907. And Theo, 1508.
The race is completed.
All right, moving into 21.5 Sportsman Buggy. If I can get my remaining expert drivers here. Martin's already here. Indeed. Yes, sir.
George Laxon.
17.5, let me see here. That's going to be race number 6. Andrew, right? What's your last name? Cool, I got you. Thank you. We do have Sportsman 21.5. That's right now.
Ben Halverson. Alex Dan.
Right, I'm going to need some turn marshals for this one.
Ethan Chen.
Right, if I can get my turn marshals to the track, please.
Ten car Ted.
All right, folks, we got our marshals. We got everybody checked in. All right, we're going live loop, folks. Keep on driving. Keep on going. If you get a faster car coming up on your back bumper, just give them a little bit of space, let them pass.
Thank you.
Careful in the middle, guys. Careful right in the middle. That is getting cleared up. All right, we got Ethan with a good opening lap there. 18.6. Got George 18.0, Ben 18.8, Theo at 21, Alex 24. 35 seconds in. All right, 45 seconds in. Right now it's George Laxon leading the group. 17.01 for pace. That's 17.3 for George that time by. All right, we're 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
Hey, Ethan, another good lap there, 18.3. Way to be. Got Ben clocking in 17.6. He is in the mix. Minute 10 down, 3:50 to go. All right, now our Sportsman 21.5 group looking like George, Ben, Theo. And our rookie group, Ethan, just ahead of Alex. Careful in the middle, guys. Oh, careful in turn one, drivers. Careful in turn one. First turn after the straight, be careful. That is clear. 135 in, 325 left. All right, we got minute 45 in, 2:15. Minute 50 down, 3:10 to go. Yeah, George out front, 17:10. Theo, 16:03.
3 minutes left.
Ben, 15:03. And then our rookie group, we got Ethan on a good pace, 16:05, and Alex on a 13:18. Got 2:15 down, drivers, 2:45 to go. George, Theo, Ben, your 21.5 Sportsman group. Ethan and Alex competing for rookie points tonight. Remember, guys, this is race one of the setup board series, the most coveted prize in NorCal RC, the setup board. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. George, Theo, Ben. And it looks like Ethan going 17.7 last lap. So Ethan
2
looking
minutes
pretty,
left.
his lines are looking good out there. All right, a minute 45 to go. All right, George on 17:08, Theo 16:03. Got Ethan 16:11, Alex 13:13. A minute 30 to go, drivers. All right, we're 3:35 in, a minute 25 to go. George 17:07, Theo 16:01, Ethan 16:12, Alex 13:06. Got a minute 10 to go. Drivers careful at the step off. And that is clear. Got just over a minute remaining. We're now 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
All right, George 8 seconds ahead of Theo. That's the closest battle on track right now. 45 seconds remain. Up next is going to be our first heat of 21.5 Expert. So we got 10 entries in 21.5 Expert tonight, so be a full main event later on. I don't know. Jacob, you're in race 4. All right, 10 seconds to go. George just set his fastest lap, 17.1. Ethan just set his fastest lap at a 17.5. Looking alive. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
George Laxon done. Ethan Chen done. Car Ted done.
All right, Uno Mas.
All drivers are
And that'll be a
finished.
race, guys.
Alex Dan done.
So in 21.5 Sportsman, it's going to be George going 17.05, Theo 17.13. Ben only getting 4 laps in. Our rookie category got Ethan with a very impressive 16.09. Got Alex with a good run, 14.18. All
race
right,
is
folks.
completed.
Race number 3 coming up. All right, so 21.5 Expert Heat 1 will be David, Art, Steve, Eric, and Ryan. Oh, Landon, you're jumping in 21.5?
AJ
All right, there might be a
Cardinale.
B main tonight then. That puts us at 11. Good showing for 21.5 expert
Eric
tonight.
Faciudin.
I hope that carries
Ryan R.
forward.
Randall. Steve Loom. Grasshopper.
All right, I may need some turn marshals, please. All my drivers from the last race or representatives on behalf. Landon, if you need some time, there's another heat up next. If you need a minute. Yes. I can do that. Absolutely. All right, I need some turn marshals, please. Hey, Theo, where you at, bud? Theo, can I get you on the left over there? All right, folks, got everybody checked in, got all my marshals out here. So we're going to get this party started in just a few moments. All right, Loop is live. It's alive. Hey, we got Halloween coming up.
Jump and land in.
All right, this is 21.5 expert. 2 heats tonight. Uh-oh, careful on the right, guys, careful on the right. Careful at the back double, guys. Gang onto the back straight. All right, drivers 55 seconds in. Right now we got Art Cardinale out front, followed by Bixler, Vasutin, Leung, Randall,
4
and
minutes
Kane.
left.
Fast lap so far, gonna be Bixler 16-0. Way to go. All right, minute 10 down, 3:50 left. Cardinale going 15-8, doing great. Cardinale running his signature paint job, the black, orange, yellow, white. Cardinale's pace right now, 19.09. Got Bixler, 19.16. Got Leung and Vasutin, 18.04. Got Randall, 17.08. Kane, a 16.11. Still got 3:20 to go. Behind you, Ben.
Find you again.
All right, a minute 45 down, 3:15 to go. All right, so it looks like Eric Vasutin taking over the top
3
spot.
minutes left.
19.16 in the works. Careful at the rollers, guys. Yeah, Cardinale 18.02, Bixler 18.05, Leung 18.12, Randall 16.08, Kane 15.07. $220 down, 2:40 to go. All right, we got Vasutin 19.14 in the works. Cardinale 18.01, Bixler 18.05, Leung 16.03, Randall 16.05, Kane 15 flat. Yeah, 2:45 down, 2:15 remaining. All right, Vasutin going 15.4, resetting fast lap. So Vasutin's pace now,
2 minutes left.
19.11. Got Bixler 18.03, Art going 18.07. Steve 17.17. Ryan 16.01. Landon on a 16. All right, minute 45 remains in this one. A minute 30 to go, drivers, 90 seconds left. Vasutin now 7 seconds up on Bixler. Bixler 4.5 ahead of Cardinale. Cardinale 14 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.3 ahead of Steve. And Steve about 5 ahead of Landon. All right, we got just over a minute. 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Vasutin 19.10, Bixler 18.07, Cardinale 18.09, Randall at 17.09, Leung 17.09, and Landon on the verge of a 17. This, I believe this is Landon's practice run, his first time hitting this track layout. All right, 30 seconds left, drivers. 25 seconds remain. Oh, caution at the rollers. Ah, 15 seconds.
AJ Cardinale done. Ryan R. Randall done. Grasshopper done. Steve Leung done. Jump and land and done.
All right, one more car on the bonus lap.
All drivers are finished.
Vasutin takes that one,
Eric Vasutin
19.08. Got Cardinale 18.04, Bixler 18.08, Leung going 17.08, Randall 17.09, and Kane 16.04.
The race is complete.
All right, we're moving on to our second heat of 21.5 Expert. I'll be Andrew, Jacob, Nelson, Jimmy, and John.
John Milio. Jimmy Blackwell. Andrew Newell. Jacob Jorgensen.
All right, looking for my drivers from that last group, please. I'm going to need your help.
Nelson B.
All right, my turn marshals going to be Eric, Art, David, Steve, Ryan, Landon. All right, folks, got all of our marshals out here. Looks like these guys are ready to go, so we're going to get this party started. All right, 25 seconds in. We got Andrew Knoll, fastest opening lap at a 16.0. Got Nelson responding lap 2, a 16.0. Andrew's lap 2 going to be a 15.6. 45 seconds in the books. Everybody has completed 2 laps at this junction of the race. Right now, it's going to be Andrew, Nelson, Jimmy, Jacob, and John. Andrew currently on a 19.01 for pace. Yeah, Nelson
4
1904,
minutes
Jimmy
left.
1916, John 1704, Jacob 1706. Definitely cool to see 2 heats of 21.5 expert. I hope this is a continuing trend. All right, a minute 20 down, 3:40 to go. Gotta say, 21.5 is a little, I would say it's less stressful to drive than 17.5. 17.5 definitely requires more power management, and it can be a little bit more, I feel like 17.5 is a little more violent in terms of power delivery. 21.5, nice and smooth. All right, a minute 50 down, 3:10 to go. Careful in the middle, guys. That's getting cleared up. We got $1.55 in.
3 minutes left.
All right, Andrew going 19:01 so far. Nelson 19:05. Jimmy 18:02. Jacob 18:09. John 16:09. All right, we're going 17.5, 40 plus up next. All right, Noel 19:02, B 19:05, Blackwell 18:01, Jorgensen 18:06, Melio 16:08. Got 2:35 down and 2:25 to go. Andrew, Nelson, Jimmy, Jacob, John, your full running order. All right, folks, 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Andrew 2.5 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 7 up on Jimmy. Jimmy 0.6 ahead of Jacob. Jacob a lap up on John. Minute 50 remains. Careful in the middle, guys. And the switchback's in the middle. That is clear. Minute 35 remains. Andrew's pace. 19:01 on the verge of a 20-lapper. Yeah, Nelson 19:06, Jimmy 18:02, Jacob 18:06, John 16. A minute 20 remains. 80 seconds. Andrew now 3.4 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 9 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 2.5 ahead of Jacob. All right, folks, 3:55 in. And now 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Andrew 19 flat. Nelson 19:05. Jimmy 18:01. Jacob 18:03. John 16:09. 45 seconds remain. Thirty seconds left, drivers. $20 seconds remain. Andrew 5 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 14 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 2 ahead of Jimmy. And Jimmy a lap up on John. 5 seconds left, drivers.
Nelson B. done. Jacob Jorgensen done. Jimmy Blackwell done. Andrew Newell done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race, guys.
John Milio done.
Andrew 2015 getting the bonus lap. Nelson 19:05, Jacob 18:03, Jimmy 18:06, and John 16:13.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, I'm going to need y'all to come on out and turn marshal. Up next is 40 plus.
Kevin Allen. Martin White. AJ Cardinale. Rice Cakes. Julian Taylor. Double C. Eric Vasiodine. Grasshopper.
All right, I may need some turn marshals, guys. If I can get all my drivers from that last group. I'm looking for Andrew, Nelson, Jacob, Jimmy, and John. I need your help.
Steve Loom.
All right, folks, got everybody checked in. Oh, careful, back straight, go wide. It's all good. All right, careful on the straight, guys. Careful getting onto the straight. We're getting to that point. We're going to get to the racing action. All right, guys, we're going racing. Less than 5. Oh, man. All right, we got Martin White opening this one up a 15-6, followed by 15-1. BG going 15-4. Kevin at 15-6. Yeah, 55 seconds down. Martin White out front on a 20-lap pace.
4 minutes left.
20-10 to be exact. Careful back straight. Careful on the back straight. That is clear. Yeah, 110 down, 350 to go. Martin on 2010, Brian 2014, Kevin 1902, Julian 1903, Carlos in 1906, David 1914, Art 1805, Steve 1808. Fast lap so far. That'd be Martin White at 15-1. Actually, I think Martin just might have tripped the minimum lap time here. Let's check. Yeah, Martin White going 14-9. All right, so Martin 2013 for pace. Got Brian 2014, Kevin 1904, Julian 1905, David 1912, Art 1803, Steve 1806. Got a minute 55 into this one. 2 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
White 6/10 up on Gross. Gross 1.6 ahead of Allen. Allen 0.3 ahead of Taylor. Taylor 2.7 up on Bixler. Bixler 2.2 ahead of Leong. Leong 1.2 ahead of Art. Art 13 ahead of Carlos. All right, 220 down, 240 remains. Brian Gross now taking over the top spot. 2013 is the pace. Martin 1903, Kevin 1903, Julian also 1903. Careful on the right, guys. That's getting cleared up. 245 down, 215 remains. This is 17.540 plus, race number 5 on track. BG out front, only car currently on a 20-lap pace. Yeah, Martin 1901, Julian 1902, Kevin 1903, David 1912, Art 1802, Steve 1809, Carlos on 17. Minute 50 to go, drivers. Minute 40 remains. BG just turning in his best lap, a 15.4. So BG currently 1.9 ahead of Martin. Martin 1.6 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 5 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.4 ahead of Julian. Julian 6.6 ahead of Art. Art 0.8 ahead of Steve. A minute 20 remains, drivers. Our next race up will be 17.5 Sportsman. Minute 10 left in this one. All right, a minute on the clock.
1 minute left.
So BG 2014, Martin also 2014. Gap is 0.2 between those two. Got Martin 2.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin on 1902, David at 1910, Julian also 1910. Steve 1804, Art 1805, Carlos 17. Martin White going 14.9 once again. That puts him out front by half a second. 30 seconds remain, drivers. $20 seconds left. 15 seconds to go. Five seconds, drivers, 5 seconds. Careful getting onto the straight. Oh, that's clear.
Kevin Allen done. AJ Cardinale done. Steve Leung done. Grasshopper done. Martin White done. Julian Taylor done. Double C done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race. It's going to be
Rice
Martin
Cakes
White
done.
taking TQ of round 140 plus 2013. Got BG at 2015. Kevin going 1901. Julian 1907. David in 1909. Steve in 1802. Art 1803. Carlos
The
getting
race is
17.
completed.
All right, folks, moving into race number 6. That is going to be Sportsman 17.5. Scott, Justin, Ben, Theo.
Ten Quartet. Ben Halverson. Scott Jorgensen. Justin Levers.
All right, if anybody from that last one wants to marshal the next race instead, you are welcome to do so. Need a little help on that next one. All right, this is 17.5 Sportsman. We're going to get this show going. All right, we're 25 seconds in. Fastest opening lap going to Scott, 17.2. Justin going 18.2. Theo, 18.9. Ben, 20. We're just 39 seconds in. All right, Scott Jorgensen out front.
4 minutes left.
All right, we got 105 down, 3:55 to go. Scott on top of the leaderboard. He's currently 1.2 ahead of Theo. Theo 2.6 ahead of Ben, and Ben just 1.7 ahead of Justin. Still a pretty close race going on here. Minute 20 down, 3:40 remaining. All right, 3:10 to go, drivers. It's going to be Theo Lindau on top of the leaderboard. 17:04 is his pace. Got Ben 17:12, Scott 16:05, Justin 16:14. Still fairly close between our runners. It's going to be Theo 2 seconds up on Ben, Ben 4.8 ahead of Scott, and Scott 3.3 ahead of Justin. Still anybody's race. Careful up front, guys. Careful, double up front. Be careful. That is clear. 2:20 down, 2:40 to go. All right, Theo, 17:04, driving the school bus yellow out there. I suppose it could be taxi yellow as well. We'll have to ask Theo in his post-race interview, are you a taxi or a bus? 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. So Theo 17:03, Scott 17:15, Ben 16:06, Justin 15:03. Got Ben Halverson holding down fast laps, 17:0. Theo 17:1, Scott and Justin both 17:2. So all these drivers pretty close on potential pace. It's going to come down to consistency here. Right now, Theo, the most consistent. You know, that's Theo by nature. He's a consistent person. Very consistent. I see him almost every day at the same time. Theo is very consistent. His attendance is consistent too. He's here for all of our races. Definitely appreciate the support. Yeah, a minute 15 to go. So Theo 17:01, Scott 17:12, Ben 17:17, Justin 16:15.
1 minute left.
All right, we got new fast laps now. Ben going 16:6, Scott going 16:9. 45 seconds to go, drivers. Right now, Theo 8 seconds up on Scott. Scott 7 ahead of Ben. Ben 11 up on Justin. All right, 25 seconds remain, drivers. Oh, careful up front, guys. 10 seconds to go. Theo 17:01, Scott 17:09, Ben 16 flat, Justin 16:11. Oh, Justin clocking in with an excellent lap there, 16:9.
10 car Ted done.
Got 17.5 intermediate coming up next.
Justin Levers
I
done.
may need a few volunteer marshals
Ben
for that
Halverson
one.
done. All drivers are finished.
I'll be a race, guys. I'll be a race.
Scott
Theo
Jorgensen done.
17:01, Scott 17:11, Ben 16:04, Justin 16:10.
The race is completed.
All right, race number 7. It's your time to shine. John, George, Ryan, Jimmy, Jacob, Martin, and Greg.
Jacob Jorgensen. Greg DeBoe. Ryan R. Randall.
Careful on the
John
back
Millian.
straight.
George
Careful on the
Laxon.
back straight. Getting onto the back straight.
Jimmy Blackwell. Martin Arroyo.
All right, may need some turn marshals for this one. Gonna need all 4 of my drivers from that last one. Maybe a volunteer or 2. Could use a little bit of help. All right, if anybody's out there not doing anything, I could definitely use a little help marshaling this race. All right, folks, well, you have to get this one going. Oh, help in the middle, please. Thank you, Scott. All right, folks, John Milio, fastest opening lap, going 16.7. But Jimmy responds lap 2, a 16.0. Got 45 seconds in, 4:15 remaining. Hope these guys have a moment to get everything sorted out. Fast lap so far, Jimmy 16.0. God, John
4 minutes
16.7.
left.
Jacob a 16.8. Greg going 16.6. Ryan 17.2. George 17.4. All right, folks, a minute 15 into this one. All right, 4 laps in the books for everybody. Jacob going 15.8. That'll put him on top of the leaderboard. Right now, Jacob's pace an 18 flat. Got Jimmy at 18.10. John 18.12. Greg 17.01. Ryan 17.07. George 17.09. And Martin 16. Right, we got a $140 down. 3:20 to go. All right, it's good to see some new intermediate drivers here. Got minute 55 in, 3:05 remaining.
3 minutes left.
And it's a battle out front, Jimmy versus Jacob. They're less than 1 second apart. Yeah, Jacob 2.2 ahead of Greg. Greg 0.9 ahead of John. John 0.8 ahead of George. George 1.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4 seconds up on Martin. Yeah, 2:40 remaining drivers. All right, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Jacob going 15.7 last time by. So that puts him back to the front, 18.02. Jimmy right there with him, 18.03. John, 18.12. Greg also 18.12. George, 18.15. Got Ryan, 17.05. And Martin, 17.13. All right, drivers. We got 3 minutes down and
2 minutes left.
Jacob, 19 lap pace now in the works. Got Jimmy 18.02, Greg 18.12, George 18.12, John 17.02, Ryan 17.06, Martin 17.09. Minute 35 remains in this one. Jacob currently 1.4 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 7.6 ahead of George. George 3.7 up on John. John half a second ahead of Greg. Greg 1.1 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 2 on Martin. Got a minute 20 remaining, drivers. This is race number 7 on track. We're going expert, 17.5 up next.
One minute left.
All right, Jacob half a second ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 9 up on George. George 1.9 ahead of John. John 1 ahead of Greg. Greg 0.7 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4 seconds up on Martin. Yeah, 45 seconds left. Jacob 19.15 for pace. Jimmy on the verge of a 19, 18 flat. George 18.11. John 18.14. Greg 18.14. Martin 17.06 and Ryan 17.11. 25 seconds remain, drivers. Wow, Jacob going 15.5 that last lap. 15 seconds left, drivers. All right, 5 seconds to go. Keep on going. Do not stop early.
Jimmy Blackwell done. Martin Arroyo done. Ryan R. Randall done. John Milio done. Greg Thibault done.
2 more. Dos Mas.
Jacob Jorgensen
And
done.
that'll be a race, guys.
All
Jacob taking
drivers
down the
are
W,
finished.
19.13.
George Laxon done.
Jimmy going 18 flat. Greg in 18.13. George 18.15. John also 18.15. Martin 17.03. Ryan
The race is completed.
17.05. All right, folks. Moving into race number 8. The Ocho Expert 17.5. All right, this one's looking like a full house. Brian Andrew, Steve Bryant, Julian Martin, Eric, Kevin Rohan.
Martin White. Andrew Newell. Kevin Allen. Steve Lung. Rohan Bungsal.
Oh no, Rohan, you painted over your windows. How can you see? Are you driving via echolocation? I like a bat.
Goomba.
All right, may need a little help out here, please. My 17.5 intermediate
Rice
group.
Cakes. Julian Taylor.
All right, should have Jacob, Jimmy, Greg, George, John, Martin, and Ryan. I may need your help, guys. All right, this is 17.5 Expert. George, I guess we can get you in the middle over here with John. Hey, George, we'll get you in the middle over here with John. Come towards me a little bit, George. I know there's no orange dot there. Yeah, right about there is cool. All right, folks, we're going racing. All right, we're 25 seconds in. Fastest opening lap looks to be Bryant Mirafonte at a 14.8. Got Andrew 15.6, Martin 15.7, Kevin 15.8. Martin responds lap 2 of 15.0. BG going 15.5. Andrew going 15.5. Julian a 15.7. 50 seconds down for 10 remaining drivers. All right, we got Bryant
4
out
minutes
front,
left.
21-11 for pace. Got Martin a 20.04, Andrew 20.14, Julian 19 flat, Kevin 19 flat, Rohan 19.11, Steve 18.03, Brian 18.14. Buck 15 down, 3:45 remaining. All right, a minute 25 down, 3:35 to go. Bryant 2.9 ahead of Martin. Martin 1.6 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 1.1 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.3 ahead of Julian. Julian 3 up on Brian. Brian 1.7 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.9 ahead of Rohan. Got 3:10 remaining drivers. Brian's pace right now at 21.12. Martin 20.09. Andrew 20.12. Kevin 19.01. Julian 19.06. Rohan 18.07. Steve 18.11. And Brian 17. Got 2:10 down. 2:50 remaining. Mirafuente's fast lap now at 14.6. Got White at 14.9. Noel 15.2. Bonsall 15.2. Allen at 15.3. Taylor 15.7. Gross 15.5. Steve going 15.9. Yeah, 2:30 down, drivers. 2:30 to go. Oh, just bad timing there. All right, 2:15 remaining. 14.5 for Bryant that last lap. Bryant out there driving the yellow and blue car. Martin White, the blue, orange,
2
and white.
minutes left.
Kevin Allen up to the 3 spot. He is driving that white, orange, and yellow. Kind of reminds me of someone else's paint job. His initials are AC. And it's not Art Cardinale. All right, we got minute 40 to go, drivers. It's hard doing a paint job nowadays. Everyone, it's almost like everything's taken. And if you do a little variation, then suddenly you look like somebody else. All right, we got minute 15 to go, drivers. Bryant 21.11, Martin 20.11, Kevin 19 flat, Julian 19.05, Andrew 19.05,
1
Brian
minute left.
18.09, Steve 17.07. Looks like Rohan pulling it into the pits. 45 seconds remain, drivers. $35 seconds left. After this race, we're going right back into round number 2, so Stadium Truck is up next. Oh no, Andrew is broken. Oh, help. Thank you, Jacob. 15 seconds to go. All right, time's about to expire.
Kevin Allen done. Steve Leung done. Rice Cakes done. Goompa done. Martin White done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race,
Julian
guys.
Taylor done.
Mirafuente going 21.12. White 20.11. Allen 19.01. Taylor 19.07. Gross 18.02. And Leung 17 flat. All right, folks.
The
Up
race is
next
completed.
is Stadium Truck. In case you guys were wondering how many races I can run in an hour, answer looks to be 8. All right, Stadium Truck, Brian, Nelson, Theo, and Scott. If I can get some of my expert guys to marshal this one, maybe a few of you guys to marshal next one, that'd be great. So I think, the first 5 or 6 out here get to marshal this one. The rest of you guys will have to marshal race 2.
Scott Jorgensen.
Yeah.
Rice cakes. Nelson B. David Newell.
All right, folks, got my marshals out here. Got all my trucks checked in. It's party time. All right, everybody's off to a start here. This is Stadium Truck. All right, BG going fastest opening lap at 15.6, Nelson 16, David Scott in the 17s. We're 35 seconds in. Whoa, careful getting on the straight. All right, we're 50 seconds in right now, BG. 15-3, way to be, BG.
4 minutes left.
So BG, 15-3. On top of the leaderboard, 2015 is his pace. Careful, turn 1, guys, turn 1, turn 1. Thank you, Andrew. Oh, David Knoll saying, get out of my way. Little body check there. Oh, BG saying, get out of my way. All right, that works. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, careful in the back. All clear. Whoa, a little break dancing there from Scott.
3 minutes left.
All right, like the man said, we're 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. Got Brian Gross now on a 1912. Got Nelson on a 1915. David on a 1615. Theo a 1617. And Scott 1510. Careful on the back straight, go wide. That is broken. All right, we're 225 in, 235 to go. I know, Scott's broken. Yeah, 235 in, 225 to go. It's a battle of attrition here in Stadium Truck. So BG 1910, Nelson 1915, David on 1606. Wow, BG going 15-2. Yes, it's true. So BG getting close to the 14s with the stadium truck.
2 minutes left.
All right, Brian 1907, Nelson 1913, David 1604. All right, minute 40 remains, drivers. BG sneaking by. Oh, giving it back. All right, minute 25 remains in this race. Got BG on a 1911, Nelson 1801, David Dow on a 17-lap pace. Got minute 10 to go, drivers.
One minute left.
55 seconds remain. So let's take a look at estimated position. Looks like David Noah on a pace that would put him third on the grid for the main event. 40 seconds remain, drivers. "25 seconds left. Oh, David Knoll going 16-9 that time by. Was a little short.
Nelson B. done.
Whoa, BG, let's see, hold on a sec. That might have been where.
Scott Jorgensen done. Rice Cakes
Right,
done.
no, actually, BG officially in the 14s with the stadium
All
truck.
drivers are finished.
So I had to reset minimum lap
David
time
Knoll
there for
done.
you, Brian. That was a 14.99. 14.999. Way to go, BG.
The race is completed.
All right, guys, that is the conclusion of stadium truck here for round two. Brian going 1910, Nelson 1803, David 1714, Scott getting 7, Theo getting 6. Yeah, lap 17 for BG, 14.999.
George Laxon. Ben Halverson. Ethan Chen.
All right, guys, I'm going to need some turn marshals, please. I need a little help. This is 21.5 sportsmen combined with our rookie category. Yeah. Really? Wow.
I'm just saying, I know you probably thought it was the other truck. I don't know if you saw it. I'm just saying, I broke the other truck, so I can't let it go. I wanted to use the one in the other truck to do that, at least this. AE forward.
Yes, sir. All right, looking for 2 more cars to get checked in. Also, looking for more turn marshals. Need all my guys from
10
truck.
car Ted.
All right, we're looking for a check on Alex. Turn marshals, I'm looking for you guys. All right, looking for Scott and looking for David. All right, folks, we're going to get this show on the road. All right, this is 21-5 Sportsman running with the rookie category. All right, tie for fast lap on the opener. Going 17-9 is both Ethan and Theo. Lap number 2, got Theo and George responding with 17-3s. Ethan going 17-7. At 55 seconds in, 4:05 remaining. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle. 2 down in the middle.
4 minutes left.
Thank you, Jacob. All right, folks. 1:05 down, 3:55 to go. And right now it's going to be George Laxon out front. But Theo and George both on near identical paces, 17:01. Got Ethan on a 16-lapper, Ben on a 14-lapper. Got a minute 30 down, 3:30 to go. Careful on the left. That is clear. Got buck 45 down, 3:15 remaining. Right now, George 17:02, Theo 17:03, Ben 15:16. Ethan also on a 15:16.
3 minutes left.
All right, fast lap being shared by George and Theo at a 17:3. And now Theo to the front by .06. .220 down, 2:40 remaining. All right, we got 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Ben just pulling in at 17:5. That's his fastest lap here. All right, 2:45 down, 2:15 to go. All right, we got 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Oh, we got some new fast laps here. We got George going 17:2, Ethan going 17:4. A minute 50 remaining here. Right now, George's pace 17:02 flat. Theo 17:02.1. Oh, careful at the end of the straight.
Let up a little bit.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Minute 35 remaining. All right, George 17:02, Theo. Oh, Theo now 17:02. George 17:04. Careful in the middle, guys. Right in the middle, right in the middle. Be careful. Careful on the left. All right, that's clear. We got just over a minute, drivers. Wow, Ethan taking down fast lap, 17:1. He's having fun.
1 minute left.
And we got 1 minute left. All right, so Theo 17:01, George 17:05. Got Ethan 16:15. Ben on a 15:17. 45 seconds remain. Careful in the middle, guys. To the right. Careful on the right. That's clear. 30 seconds left, drivers. All right, 20 seconds remain. Oh, careful on the back straight, guys. Careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight. Oh, careful on turn 1, guys. Careful turn 1. A little bit of a mess. Oh, one more down turn one. Careful in turn one. That is clear.
George Laxon done. 10 Quartet done. Ethan Chen done. Ben Halverson done.
All right, that'll be a race, guys. And taking it back on the final
The
lap,
race is
going to be
completed.
George Laxon, 17:05. Got Theo, 17:09. Got Ben going 15:14. Ethan going 14. All right, folks, moving on to race number 3. All right, 21.5 Expert. It's your turn.
Eric Vasiodine. Steve Lung. AJ Cardinale. Ryan R. Randall. LT Gray. Grasshopper.
All right, I may need all my drivers from that last group.
Eric Vasiodine.
George, Ethan, Theo, Alex, Ben, or representatives on behalf.
Steve Lung.
All right, looks like we got our marshals out here. Got just about everyone checked in. Looks like Landon has left the building. Okay. Whoa, where? Oh, in the middle, right there. All right, it is time to go racing. All right, fastest opening lap going to Vasutin at a 16.1. Got Tony 16.3, Art 16.5, Ryan 16.6. All right, we're 35 seconds in. Lap 2, Vasutin going 15.8 and doing great. 45 seconds in. Everybody 2 laps in the books right now. Vasutin out front. His pace is going to be at 19 flat. Got Ryan 19.14, Steven 18 flat, Art 18 flat, David 18.02, Tony 18.08.
4 minutes left.
So Vasutin resetting fast lap at 15.3. Way to be. All right, Vasutin now 2.9 ahead of Randall. Randall 1/10 ahead of Cardinale. Cardinale 7/10 up on Leung. Leung 9/10 up on Wilson. Wilson 2.5 ahead of Bixler. Got a $125 down, 3:35 remaining. All right, 130 in, 330 to go. All right, Vasutin 2014 in the works. Ryan 1910, Steve 1913, Tony 1801, David 1817, and Art 1815. Minute 50 down, 310 remains. All right, 2 minutes
3
in.
minutes left.
Vasutin 15-9 that last pass. His pace now 2015. Yeah, Eric 4.8 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.6 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.2 ahead of Tony. Tony 5 up on Art. Art 2.5 ahead of Dave. 220 down, 240 remains. Vasutin 2014, Wilson 1915, Leung 1802, Randall 1807, Cardinale 1809. 225 remaining drivers. All right, so everybody in this group, 18 laps or faster. Good stuff. All right, we got 3 minutes down, 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left.
Vasutin last time by, resetting fast time yet again, 15.348. So I'll put his pace at 19.04 presently. Yeah, Tony 1913, Steve 1915, Art 1803, Ryan 1805, David 1812. Minute 45 remains. Minute 30 to go, drivers. All right, a minute 15 remains. Eric a 1903, Tony 1912, Steve 18 flat, Art also 18 flat, Ryan 1808, and Dave 1705. Yeah, just over a minute, drivers.
1 minute left.
So Eric now 7 seconds up on Tony. Tony 3.5 up on Art. Art half a second ahead of Steve. Steve 4.8 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 10 ahead of Dave. So right now, your driver's on the move. Vasutin looking to gain 1 spot on the grid. Wilson looking to put it in the top 5. Yeah, Steve looking to move up 2 spots. Ryan looking to do 1 spot here. 25 seconds remain, drivers. All right, time's about to expire. Keep on going.
Eric Vasutin done. Grasshopper done. Ryan R. Randall done. LT Gray done. AJ Cardinale done.
All right,
All
that'll be a
drivers
race,
are
guys. Vasutin going
Steve Bloom done.
19:01. We got Wilson at 19:09, Cardinale 19:14, Leon going 19:16, Randall going
The
18:03,
race
and
is
Bixler
completed.
17:02. All right, moving on to our second heat of 21.5 Expert. This one's going to be Andrew Nelson, Jacob, Jimmy and John.
Blackwell. Andrew Newell. John Millio. Jacob Jorgensen.
looking for a check on Nelson here. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle. Also
Nelson
looking for
beat.
some turn marshals. I'm looking for Eric, Tony, Art, Steve, Ryan, David. All right, folks. It's about that time. We're going to get this show going. This is Heat 2 at 21.5 Expert. We're going in less than 5. Jimmy, it kind of sounds like you might have a bearing going bad. Well, still a decent lap time. Oh, where'd he come from? 35 seconds in. Got Nelson going 15-7 so far. Andrew is 16-0. Jimmy is 16-3. John 16-5. And Jacob responds lap 2 of 15-9. All right, we got 55 seconds in. Andrew on top of the leaderboard.
4 minutes left.
And now it's going to be Nelson back to the front. 1906, Andrew 1908, Jacob 1801, Jimmy 1806, and John 17. Got a minute 15 down, 3:45 remaining. Nelson 1/10 up on Andrew. Andrew 1.3 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 2.4 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 4 ahead of John. All right, folks, a $1:45 in, 3:15 to go. Andrew on top of the leaderboard going 15 for that lap time. So Andrew 1.2 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.9 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 6.8 ahead of John. John 0.8 ahead of Jimmy.
3 minutes left.
All right, folks, 2:10 down, 2:50 to go. $2:35 remains here. Andrew 19:05 for pace. Scott Nelson 19:06. Jacob at 19:10. John 18:13. Jimmy also 18:13. Got 2:20 remaining. Noel going 15 for that pass. So right now, Andrew Noel is your current TQ. 20:15 in round number 1. He's got that 21.5 car working really well.
2 minutes left.
All right, we got just under 2 remaining. Andrew's pace now 19:03. Jacob at 19:12. Nelson 19:14. Yeah, John 18:10. Jimmy also 18:10. Minute 45 to go, drivers. Minute 30 remains here, 90 seconds to go. Andrew, about 8 seconds up on Jacob. Jacob 5 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 3 ahead of John. John 5 ahead of Jimmy. Whoa, okay.
One minute left.
All right, folks, you heard the man. Andrew on a 19:01, going 15:3 that time by. Jacob in 1913, Nelson 1803, John 1809, Jimmy 1814. 40 seconds remaining, drivers. $30 seconds to go. $20 seconds remain here. Andrew might do what he did last round and sneak by for that 20th lap. Remains to be seen. It's very close. It may go either way.
Nelson B. done. Andrew Knoll done.
Well, this round it didn't go the way it did in round one, but Andrew's still a very,
Jacob
very
Jorgensen
good
done.
19.5
John
flat.
Willio done.
All right, looks like all cars are done. Okay, it is going to be Andrew going 19 flat. Jacob going 19.11. I'll put him into the top 5. Nelson 18 flat, John 18.09, Jimmy. All right, we're going into race 5, guys. This is 40 plus. You need all my drivers from that last one. Need your help. This is 40 plus 17.5.
Kevin Allen. Rice cakes. Grasshopper. AJ Cardinale. Double C. Steve Loom. Julian Taylor.
Eric Vasutin, are you going to run this one? All right, I got my marshals out here.
Eric Vasiodine.
All right, got everybody checked in. We are going racing, drivers. All right, we got 35 seconds down, 4:25 to go. 2 laps in the books for some of my competitors here. Right now, we got Martin out front, followed by Brian, Eric, Julian, Kevin, Art, Steve, Dave, and Carlos. All right, we're 1
4
minute
minutes
down.
left.
And right now, it's going to be Brian Gross on top of the leaderboard. Brian on a 2008. We got Kevin 2013, Julian 2014, Martin 2015, Erica 1901, Steve 1913, Art 1914, David 1808, Carlos 1814. Got minute 30 down, 3:30 left. And Martin back to the front. His pace now a 2011. Julian on a 2014, Brian 1903, Kevin 1909, Art 1912, Steve 1913, Eric 1914, Carlos 1813, David a 17. Got 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left. And we got Martin out front by a very slim margin ahead of Julian Taylor. 2:15 down, drivers, 2:45 to go. All right, 2:25 down, 2:35 remains. Got a little bit of a buggy train working its way through the left side of the track. 2:35 down, 2:25 remains. Martin 2011, Julian 2014, Brian 19 flat, Kevin 1905, Art 1911, Steve 1911, Eric 1914, David is 1703, Carlos 1703. All right, folks, coming up on 3 minutes down and
2 minutes left.
all right, Martin White, 2.2 ahead of Julian. Julian, 3 seconds ahead of Kevin. Kevin, 1.4 ahead of Brian. Brian, 2 ahead of Art. Art, 0.9 ahead of Steve. Steve, 0.8 ahead of Eric. Eric, 10 ahead of Carlos. Carlos, 2 ahead of David. Got a minute 40 remaining, drivers. Careful getting onto the back straight. That is clear. 90 seconds to go. Martin White, fast lap of 14.9. His pace currently 2012. Got Julian 2015, Kevin a 1903, Brian 1905, Eric 1910, Steve 1912, Art 1913, David 1701, Carlos 1702. All right, folks, we got 4 minutes down and
1 minute left.
well, Martin now 2.9 ahead of Julian. Julian 1.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 3 ahead of Eric. Eric a second and a half up on Steve. Steve 0.03 ahead of Art. Oh, careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Oh, with the rollers, guys. Careful with the rollers. Rollers. $30 seconds left. $20 seconds remain. Martin 2010, Julian 1901, Kevin 1902, Eric 1909, Brian 1910, Art 1912, Steve 1801, Carlos 1814. Got 5 seconds left. Drivers, keep on going. Do not stop early.
Kevin Allen done. Steve Loom done. Martin White done. Julian Taylor done. Grasshopper done. Rice Cakes done. AJ Cardinale done. Double C done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race.
Eric
Martin White
Biscioni
going
done.
2009. Kevin Allen, 1902. Julian a 1902 as well. Eric going 1909. Art 1912. Brian 1913. Steve 1801. Carlos 1812.
The race
And
is
Dave
completed.
getting 17. All right, folks, moving into race number 6. That is going to be 17.5 Sportsman. If I can get a couple of the guys from 40 plus to maybe marshal the next race, intermediate, I'm going to need some help on that one.
10 car 10. Justin Levers. Scott Jorgensen. Ben Halverson.
Hey, Carlos, can I have you marshal the next race, please? Okay, thank you. All right, folks, we are going racing. 17.5 Sportsman. Ah, man. All right, we got Scott Jorgensen going 17.5, Theo in 18.7, and Ben 18.5. So TQ in this category is set at a 17.01 by Theo Lynn. All right, we got 40 seconds in. Scott Jorgensen out front, driving the blue and orange ride. Theo in the 2, driving the yellow, and Ben driving the white car. All right, we got 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
All right, Scott Jorgensen out front, 17.0 last time by. That puts his pace to an 18.17. All right, we're a buck 15 down, 3:45 left. Scott sends it for tumble. That'll likely put Theo to the front. Got a minute 30 down, 3:30 remaining. Ben Halverson taking fast lap of this one, 16.1. Backing it up with a 17.0. That puts Ben on top of the leaderboard now. Ben making a run at it.
Three minutes left. Andrew Ivanova.
All right, folks, 2:10 down, 2:50 to go. All right, 2:25 down, 2:35 remains. All right, Theo Lynn leading the way, 17.01. Ben going 17.11. Scott 17.14. At 2:45 down, 2:15 remaining here.
Two minutes left.
Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. And that is clear. A minute 50 to go, drivers. Theo Lynn out front, driving the yellow car. Gotta ask him in his post-race interview, is that school bus yellow, taxi yellow, mustard yellow, or banana yellow? Could be any of those things. Mellow yellow, yeah? Could be that too. We'll have to ask him in his podium interview later tonight. Got a minute 20 to go, drivers. So Theo 1703, Ben 1709, Scott 1709, Andrew on a 12. Got a minute 10 to go, drivers.
One minute left.
And we got Ben Halverson running some stagger on that body. Yeah, that'd work really well if you're racing oval in England. 45 seconds remain, drivers. Careful getting onto the straight. "30 seconds remain. Theo 1703, Scott 1707, Ben 1716. 20 seconds remain, drivers.
Ten quartet done. Scott Jorgensen done. Ben Halverson done.
All right, folks, that will be a race. Scott Thielen going 17:03. You got Ben going 17:13. Scott also going 17:13. All right, folks.
The race is
We're moving
completed.
into 17:5 intermediate.
Intermediate.
All right, 17:5 intermediate will be Jacob, Jimmy, Greg, George, John, Martin, Ryan. This is a race where I'm going to need a little bit of help. Need all my drivers from that last one. Maybe some volunteers as well.
Greg Thibault. Jimmy Blackwell. George Laxon. Ryan R. Randall. Jacob Jorgensen. John Milio. Martin Arroyo.
All right, we need some marshals, please. You need some turn marshals. Looking for all my drivers in that last race. Also, could use a helper or two. Hey, where'd that buggy go? All right, folks. Got our marshals, got our cars. We're going racing.
Well, go, go. You on the clock.
All right, we're 30 seconds in. Yeah, Jacob Jorgensen, fastest opening lap out of 16.4. Ryan 16.8. Jimmy 17.2. Greg 16.8. Martin going 17. John going 17. 45 seconds in. All right, 50 seconds down. Jacob going 15-9.
4 minutes left.
He's out front doing just fine. 15-6 that time by. So Jacob's pace now 19:04. Got Jimmy 18:02, Ryan 18:03, Greg 18:13, John 18:14, Martin on a 17, George on a 16. Minute 20 down, 3:40 to go, drivers. All right, a minute 35 down, 3:25 to go. Oh, man. Oh, Greg having some problems there. Yeah, 1:45 down, 3:15 to go. All right, now Jacob on a 19:06. Got Jimmy on a 19:14. John
3 minutes
18:10.
left.
Ryan 18:11. Martin 17:01. Greg 17:11. George 16:02. All right, we got 2:50 remaining. All right, 2:20 down, 2:40 remains. Race leader driving the dark blue and green ride. Second place going to be a lot brighter, the orange and green. John Melio holding down the 3, all orange. 2:35 in, 2:25 to go. All right, 2:50 down, 2:10 remains. Oh, behind you, Scott.
2 minutes left.
All right, Jacob going 15:5 that time by. That puts the pace out of 19:08. Jimmy 19:14. John 18:11. Ryan 18:15. Ryan 17:09. George on a 17:11. Now 3:20 down, drivers. 1:40 to go. Minute 15 remaining, drivers. Jimmy now taking over the top spot, 19:13 in the works. But Jacob right there, 19:13 as well. John 18:12, Martin 18:15,
1
Ryan
minute left.
17:01, George 17:07. Just under a minute to go. So it looks like top 2 spots are pretty safe. That's Jacob and Jimmy. I don't think anyone will beat their paces here. 35 seconds remain. John Melio currently on 18:11. That'd move him into the top 3. Martin Arroyo on an 18-lap run. That would gain him 2 spots. 25 seconds to go, drivers. 15 seconds. All right, time's about to expire. Keep on going, drivers.
Jimmy Blackwell done.
Careful ahead.
John Milio done. George Laxon done. Ryan R. Randall done. Jacob Jorgensen done. All drivers are finished. Martin Arroyo done.
All right, folks, that will be a race. Jacob going 19:14, Jimmy 18:02, John 18:11, Ryan 18:15, Martin in 18, and Georgia 17:04.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, we're moving on to race number 8. That is Expert 17.5.
Martin White, Eric Vasiodine, Andrew Newell, Steve Loom, Kevin Allen, Rice Cakes, Julian Taylor, L.T. Gray, Rohan Bungsal, Gumpa,
All right, let's get all of our drivers from intermediate out here. I'm looking for Jacob, Jimmy, John, Ryan, Martin, George, Greg. I need all your help. Cool. I'll be up here, guys.
Yeah, stay up there.
Oh, a little help in the middle. All right, folks. It's about time to get this party started. We're going racing. All right, got Bryant starting us off with a 14-7, Martin 15-2, Kevin 15-8, Brian 15-3. All right, so we got 30 seconds in. Right now, it's going to be Martin White out front. 20:03 in the works, 2 laps in the books. Careful up front, guys. "45 seconds in. And right now it is Martin followed by Brian, Kevin, Rohan, Eric, Bryant, Tony, Steve, Andrew, Julian.
4 minutes left.
We're just 1 minute down. Plenty of racing ahead. It's our final qualifier of the night. After this, we'll take a very short break and get into main events. All right, a $1.15 down, 3:45 remains. Martin 20:05 at the moment. Got Brian 20:08, Bryant a 20:10, Kevin 20:11, Eric 19:01, Tony 19:09, Rohan 19:09 as well, Andrew 19:09, Steve 18:02, and Julian 18:09. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front on the landing. It's getting cleared up. All right, a $1.45 in, 3:15 to go. Careful in the middle. That's getting cleared up. Yeah, just under 2 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
All right, Martin 20:05, Bryant a 20:08, Kevin 20:11, Eric a 19:06, Brian 19:06, Andrew 19:16. Julian 18 flat, Tony 18:02, Steve 18:03, Rohan 18:16. Careful, jump in front of the driver's stand, guys. All right, 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. So Kevin Allen now taking over the top spot. And Bryant taking it back. So those two separated by just half a second right now. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle switchbacks. Okay. Oh. All right, drivers, we got 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Bryant going 14.5 that time around. His pace now 20.10. Kevin 20.12. Brian 19.03. Eric 19.10. Martin 19.10. Tony 19.11. Andrew 19.11. Julian at 19.13. Steve 18.03. Rohan 18.12. Got a minute 40 to go, drivers. A minute 30 remains. Minute 25 to go. So Bryant, oh, careful in turn one, that's clear. So Bryant now 4 seconds up on Kevin. Kevin 5.7 ahead of Martin. Martin 1.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.8 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.07 ahead of Eric. Eric 0.2 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.2 ahead of Tony.
1 minute left.
So the pace is once again Bryant 20.06, Kevin 20.12, Martin 19.05, Brian 19.05, Erica 19.09, Tony 19.09, Andrew 19.12, Julian 19.15, Stephen 18.04, Rohan 18.15. 40 seconds left. Careful in the middle, guys, careful in the middle. $30 seconds left. And mid-pack battle still going strong. Martin just 1 second ahead of Brian. Brian 3 ahead of Eric. Eric 0.3 ahead of Tony. Tony 1 ahead of Andrew. 15 seconds left. Five seconds to go, drivers.
Kevin Allen done. Goomba done. Martin White done. Rice Cakes done. Steve Loom done. LT Gray done. Andrew Newell done. Eric Vasiodine done.
All right, two more.
Julian Taylor done. All drivers
and
are
that'll be a
finished.
race, guys. It's going to be Brian
Rohan
going
Bunsell done.
20.04. Kevin 19 flat. Martin 19.03. Brian 19.03. Andrew 19.06. Tony 19.07. Eric 19.07. Julian 19.13. Steve 18.02. And Rohan
race is
18 as
completed.
well. All right, folks. Take a short break here. We'll get the main event set up.
David Newell.
All right, guys, our first race up is going to be the 21.5 Expert B-Man. That'll be Jimmy, David, John, Landon. Race 2 will be Stadium Truck, followed by 21.5 Sportsman combined with Rookie. That'll be race 3. Race 4 is 21.5 Expert A-Man. Race 5 will be the 40-plus A-Man. Race 6 will be Sportsman A-Man. Race 7 will be the Intermediate A-Man. And race 8 will be the Expert A-Man. All right, so we'll get started about 5 minutes, guys. 21.5 B-Man will be up first. Jimmy, David, John.
Rohan Bungsal. Jacob Jorgensen. Ethan Chan. 17-2. 16 flat. Alex 5. 16-1. 16-9. 20.2. 18-5. 16 flat, 42.6, 21.3, 15.6, 19.1, 20.5, 15.5, 18.2, 23.4, 121.9, 15.5, 16.2, 28.4, 23.3, 30 flat, 17.9, 18.4, 19.9, 15.7, 25.4, 16.7, 18.8, 15.5, 21.4, 15.5, 21 flat, 21.7, 16.5, 17.6, 38.6, 15.8, 18.1, 41.9, 16.5, 17-4. 18 flat. 15-7. 36.9. 15-8. 16-1. 16 flat. 121.1. 50.1. 18-1. 15-8. 17-6.
'All right, guys,
19-4.
it's about that time. We're going to start
17-6.
calling up the 21-5 expert B main. All right, so to marshal this one, let's get like 5 of our guys from expert for this one, and we'll have the remaining 5 do the next race. Actually, we can go 6 and 4. We can get 6 out for this one and 4 for the next one.
John Milio.
All right, let's get one more to the left side, and I'll have the rest of you guys marshal race 2. No, this is the B main. Okay, one more of my expert A main for this one, and then we'll get the rest of you guys to marshal the next race. But I do need one more for this one on the left side. All right, and we're good. Cool, the rest of you guys will be marshaling race number 2.
Jimmy Blackwell.
All right, so Bryant, Rohan, Tony, you guys will marshal race 2. All right, lineup for this one is going to be Jimmy on the 1, David 2, and John 3. All right, unfortunately, we do have to eliminate one. Top 2 will make it to the A main of 21-5 expert tonight. Drivers, best of luck. We're racing in less than 5. Here we go. John throwing it in. 15 seconds down. They cross the line for the first time. Right now, Jimmy just ahead. Dave, oh.
Got him.
It's still anybody's race here. Jimmy taking it back. All right, we're 30 seconds down.
Not the X-ray. Take it a little easier on him.
This time by Jimmy. 1 second ahead of Dave. Dave half a second up on John. A little trouble for Dave there, but long race ahead. Got 4:15 remaining here. 45, now 50 seconds in. Jimmy going 16-1 that time by. And Dave puts it to the inside. Oh, a little
4
collision there.
minutes left.
All right, 110 down, 350 to go. Drag race down the back straightaway.
Wow.
Bixler taking it back in turn one. Got a minute 20 down, 340 left. Jimmy Blackwell out front. This time by, 3.5 seconds ahead of Dave. Dave 1.9 ahead of John. Minute 30 down, 3:30 remains. All right, Jimmy going 15-8 that time by. He's now 4 seconds ahead of Dave. Dave 1.2 ahead of John. All right, we got a minute 55 down, 3:05 remaining.
3 minutes left.
Jimmy now 4.7 ahead of Dave. Dave 1.4 ahead of John. Got 2:50 to go. All right, 220 down, 240 remains. All right, Jimmy B out front, driving the orange and green machine. Got Bixler in the 2 spot, driving the pink and white yellow trim. A little trouble for Bixler. That's going to allow Emilio to the 2. We still got 2:15 remaining, drivers.
Smooth and smooth.
All right, we got 3 minutes down, and
2 minutes left.
Jimmy out front, in control. He is now 4.5 seconds ahead of John. John 1.9 ahead of Dave. Got minute 45 remaining here. And the most interesting battle on track currently is the battle for the 2 spot. That's John versus Dave, going for that final spot in the Expert A main. Minute 20 remains. All right, a minute 10 to go, 70 seconds. Bixler with the power wheelie. 1:05 remains.
1 minute left.
Oh, a little early there. Still good battle for the 2 spot here. A little trouble for Bixler there. 45 seconds remains. Right now, Jimmy 4.2 ahead of John. John 3.7 ahead of Dave. 40 seconds remain, drivers. $30 seconds left. All right, folks, 20 seconds to go. Jimmy, John, David, your top 3. 10 seconds to go. And time has expired. Race to the line, drivers.
John Milio done. Grasshopper done.
And Jimmy getting the victory lap there.
All drivers
That
are
will be a
finished.
race, guys. Jimmy, John,
Blackwell
and David,
done.
your finishing order there. It's going to be Jimmy and John making it to the A main of 21.5 Expert.
The race is completed.
All right, we are moving into Stadium Truck. All right, may need my 3 drivers from that one. Gonna need my guys from Expert, Bryant, Tony, and Rohan. All right, we got Bryant out there rocking the Crocs. If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking, right? He's crocking in the free world. You know, I hear it's a long way
Wool.
to the top if you want to crock and roll. All right, Brian, Nelson, David, Dio, and Scott. This is Stadium
Tim
Truck.
Quartet. Rice cakes.
All right, may need some turn marshals, please. Got Jimmy, got John. I got Dave, I got Bryant. According to Jimmy, there's a car upside down on the track.
Scott Jorgensen.
All right, looks like everybody on the driver's stand here.
Nelson B.
All right, folks, let's close down the straightaway and get them lined up. Straightaway walking speed only, please. Brian Gross will line up on the 1, Nelson on the 2, David on the 3, Theo 4, Scott 5. All right, grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing. Less than 5. All right, BG leads them off. Oh, BG a little hot there. 15 seconds in. All right, so presently BG 1 second up on Nelson. Nelson 2.9 ahead of Scott. Oh, a little mix up on the straight. Oh. Nice and smooth, Dave, nice and smooth. Long race ahead. Plenty of time. All right, 40 seconds in. Oh, Nelson taking the tumble. That's going to allow BG to stretch his legs. Oh, BG going 16-2 there. Oh, where are you going, buddy? 1 minute down, 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left.
All right, 110 down, 350 to go. All right, leader coming up on some traffic here. He's driving a yellow, orange, blue. Yes, it's true. All right, 335 remaining. Leader flashing the high beams there, making his way by safely. A minute 35 down, 325 remaining. Careful in the middle, guys. That's getting cleared up. And it looks like we got Dave starting to close in on Scott here. Battle of the Oranges. Down the back straight they go.
3
Scott
minutes
going
left.
a little wide there, doing the right thing. All right, we got Brian Gross 15.5 for a fast lap. Nelson going 16.1. David is 17.1. Scott is 17.5. Theo 18.4. Oh, careful with the rollers, guys. Careful with the rollers. All right, we got 240 down, 220 remaining. So Brian Gross out front. Got quite the lead. Got quite the lead driving his noble steed. 3 minutes down, drivers.
2 minutes left.
Oh, careful in turn one. 1:50 to go. Race leader driving the yellow, orange, and blue. Second place right in front of him, actually. Yeah, David Knoll up to the 3 spot. He's about 7 seconds ahead of Scott. Scott just a second ahead of Theo. All right, we got 330 down, 130 to go. Minute 20 left in this one. Got BG pushing Nelson around the track here. Nelson did his best lap, just a lap previously, 15.9. All right, good teamwork there. Minute to go,
1 minute
drivers.
left.
Brian, Nelson, David, Scott, and Theo, your full running order. So we got Sportsman 21.5 coming up next. Sportsman 21.5 combined with our rookie class. All right, 35 seconds left. On my way. 25 seconds to go. Looks like BG a little bit of a body tuck there. Doesn't seem to be hampering his progress. 5 seconds left. Hey, Brian, I can see your undercarriage.
Scott Jorgensen done. Nelson B done. Rice Cakes done. David Knoll done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race, guys.
Quartet done.
Sounds like an angry cat. All right, so your podium for Stadium Truck tonight will be Brian, Nelson, and David. Rest order will be Scott and Theo.
The race is complete.
All right, folks, we're moving into 21.5 Sportsman Buggy and Rookie. They're running together, but they will be scored separately. So we got two classes sharing the track here.
Ethan Chen. George Laxon. Alex Dang.
All right, may need some turn marshals.
Ben Halverson. Quartet.
Oh, don't park there. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Still waiting for turn marshals, so I'll let you guys continue to do laps until we have sufficient coverage. All right, let's get all my drivers from that last race, please. I am looking for Brian, Nelson, David, Scott, and a substitute for Theo. Got Scott, got Brian, got Dave, got Theo substitute. How about, Nelson's there, cool. All right, let's line them up, guys, line them up. We're gonna put George on the 1, Theo 2, Ben 3, Ethan on the 4, Alex on the 5. All right, folks, grid is good. We got marshals, drivers, best of luck. We're going racing in less than 5. Here we go. George not getting the best start. That's going to allow Theo to take over the top spot. Oh, just side by side for a moment there. And it's a drag race down the back straight. Got Theo, George, got Ethan in there as well.
Help.
Got 30 seconds down. And George Laxton taking over the top spot. Theo in the 2, Ethan 3, followed by Ben and Alex. They are racing heads up, however, they are being scored separately. 45 seconds in. Right now, it's going to be George just ahead of Theo. Half a second the gap.
4 minutes left.
We got about 2 seconds back to Ben. All right, we're 1:10 down, 3:50 remaining. Battle for the lead continues. They're making their way to the rollers. Through the jelly roll, over the front double. Oh, Georgia a little off trajectory there, allowing Theo to take it back. 1:30 down, 3:30 left. Down the back straight they go. With Theo going fast lap 17.2. Georgia 17.4. Ben a 17.2. Ethan an 18.4. Alex 18.3. Oh, on the right. Yeah, 150 down, 3:10 to go, drivers.
3 minutes left.
This time by the stripe, we got Theo, 1.6 ahead of George. Closest battle on track. Oh, George, a little trouble.
Turn him.
2:40 remains, drivers. Oh, Theo going 16.9 last time by. Got 2:25 remaining here. Whoa, careful on the back straight, guys.
We'll send it. Never lift.
2:15 to go. Hashtag never lift.
Yeah.
All right, folks, just over 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left.
Oh, this junction of the race, we got Theo 4.3 ahead of George. He's trying.
Theo. Little kid, bro.
1:45 remains, drivers. Ooh, trouble for George there. Cool, thank you. We got 1:30 to go. Right now, Theo, 4 seconds up on George. George 13 up on Ben. And then our rookie battle, we got Ethan in the 1, Alex in the 2. Got 1:15 remaining, drivers. And we got an extra car joining the race.
What the hell is happening right now?
1 minute left.
Oh, he's being courteous.
What is the...
Got 55 seconds left, drivers.
Andrew Ivanova.
All right, 40 seconds left. Oh, Theo holding down a 5-second lead. A little trouble for George, trying to push to catch up. All right, let that blue car by if he comes up on you. 20 seconds remain, drivers. All right, time is about to expire.
10 Quartet done. Andrew Ivanova done. Ben Halverson done. Alex Dang done. George Laxon done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race.
Ethan Chen
Got
done.
2 podiums tonight, guys. Got 2 podiums. This is going to be one of those podium for everybody situations. So our Sportsman 21.5 podium will be Theo George Ben. And then for our rookie podium, let's get Ethan, Alex, and Andrew. All right, folks, we're
The race
moving
is
into
completed.
21.5 Expert. So 2 podiums for that one, guys. Theo George Ben on one podium, Ethan, Alex,
AJ Cardinale.
Andrew on the other podium.
Andrew Newell. Steve Loom. Ryan R. Randall. Jimmy Blackwell. Jacob Jorgensen. John Milio.
All right, so once again, 2 podiums for the
Nelson B.
last one. Theo George Ben on one podium, Ethan, Alex, and Andrew on the next podium. As soon as you guys are done with your picture, please make your way to the racetrack. I'm going to need some help out there.
LT Gray. Eric Vasiodine.
All right, let's get our turn marshals to the track, please. I'm looking for Theo, Ethan, George, Alex, Ben, and Andrew. I'm going to need your help, guys. Careful up front, guys. Let's get the lineup set. We're going to put Andrew on the number 1, Eric on the 2, Nelson on the 3, Tony 4, Jacob 5, Art 6, Steve 7, Ryan 8, Jimmy 9, John 10. All right, folks. Got our last couple cars on the grid. This is a full house in 21.5 Expert. Get Jimmy on the 9. There we go. Yeah, it looks like an upside down 6. And you'll have to excuse me, John, the 0 is backwards. Might be upside down, too. All right, folks. Grid is good. Drivers ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Here we go. Andrew Knoll leading them off. All right, they cross the line for the first time. Down the back straight we go. Andrew just ahead of Eric, who is just, looks like a little problem for Andrew there. That's going to put Vasutin to the top. And Nelson being the 3, followed by Jacob. And we got John with an excellent start, moving his way to the 5. All right, battle's all over. We got 40 seconds in. Oh, nice move there for Art Cardinale. That was a nice BOGO. Oh, careful up front, guys. Careful in front of the driver's stand. That is clear. Out front, there's a 4-car lead breakaway.
4 minutes
Vasuden,
left.
Knoll, B, and Jorgensen. Got 105 down, 3:55 remaining. And now top two starting to step away just a bit. Oh, Vasuden going a little wide there. That allows Knoll to thread the needle. 120 down, 3:40 to go. Andrew 15.6 that time by. Yeah, Vasuden the 15.8. Cardinale going 15.7. Nelson B going 15.8. Now 140 down, drivers, 3:20 to go. Battle out front remains intense. They're just 0.2 of a second apart. Knoll versus Vasuden, making their way up the ladder, down the ladder, around the bend, over that last double, down the back straight. Vasuden that time by 15.7, putting pressure on the race
3
leader.
minutes left.
We got 2 minutes down, 3 minutes remaining. And Andrew that time by going 15.5. He's trying to put a little distance between himself and that second place car. And so far that gap remains slim. Andrew a little bit off trajectory, and that was actually the same spot he got the lead in. He got 229 down, 231 to go. Vasuden and Knoll out front, the battle to watch right now. Full order, we got Eric, Andrew, Art, Jacob, Tony, Jimmy Nelson, John, Ryan, and Steve. Race leaders over the rollers, through the roll, over the front double, over the step off, up the ladder, down the ladder. Making their way on the back straight. 2 minutes remain.
2 minutes left.
Been a great battle here, Vasuden versus Knoll. They'll be coming up on Randall next. $1:45 remains. Good teamwork. Vasuden going 15 for that last lap. Responding well to the pressure, but oh, another lead change at that front double. Just a little bit wide is all it takes. So we got Andrew Knoll back to the front, clipping a dot though. That's gonna put Vasuden right on that back wing. Putting pressure on the race leader once again. Vasuden looking for a line there. They were side by side for a moment. Down the back straight they go. 1:15 remains, 75 seconds. Vasuden looks to the inside. Well, giving it back. A little bit of wheel to wheel. Maybe wheel over wheel. Ooh, having another look. 1 minute to go, drivers. Drag race down the back straight. Oh, and Andrew clips the dot. So that is going to allow Vasuden to run away with it for the time being. So we got a battle there. Art versus Jacob. Got Tony right behind them. 40 seconds left. Race leader making his way up the ladder now. Andrew now doing the same. Leader down the back straight with 25 seconds left. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Theo. 10 seconds remain, drivers. Wow, got Andrew just 8/10. Oh, careful there. Those are lead lap cars. Let him by, let him by. Oh, man.
Ryan R. Randall done. Eric Vasuden done. Andrew Knoll done. LT Gray done. Steve Lung done. Jacob Jorgensen done. AJ Cardinale done. Nelson B done. John Miller
All right,
done.
that will be a race. It's
All
going to be
drivers are
Vasuden taking the
finished.
W here and
Jimmy
21.5
Blackwell done.
expert. Got Andrew Knoll in the 2 spot and Tony Wilson getting the final podium position. Rest of the order will be Jacob, Art, Nelson, Jimmy, John, Ryan, and Steve.
The race is completed.
right, this is 40 plus buggy. I think we got a couple of back-to-backs here with the 40 plus and 21.5.
Kevin Allen,
Let's try to get that podium done quick.
Martin White, Rice Cakes, Julian Taylor, Grasshopper, Steve Loom, AJ Cardinale,
All right, this is 40 plus buggy. All right, break it up, you three. Break it up. I'm going to need you guys to disperse yourselves. Lineup is going to be Martin on the 1, Brian on the 2, Kevin on the 3, Julian on the 4, Eric 5, Dave 6, Art 7, Steve 8, Carlos 9.
Eric Vasiodine, Double C,
All right, folks, grid is good. Drivers ready. We're going racing in less than 5. All right, this is our 40 plus A main off to a start. They're making their way down the back straight. Careful, back straight, back straight, back straight. All right, 45 seconds in. We got Martin White out front, trying to take a little care of a little issue here.
4 minutes left.
Careful in the middle, guys, careful in the middle. All right, minute 15 down, 3:45 remaining. Right now it's going to be Martin White out front, 3.5 seconds ahead of Kevin. Yeah, Kevin 1.4 ahead of Eric. Hey, this might sound a little weird, but Vasutin, you're checking in twice. 140 down, 3:20 to go. So Martin White, 3.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin, 1.5 ahead of Eric. Eric, 1.5 ahead of Brian. Brian, 3.5 ahead of Steve. Steve, 1.2 ahead of Art. Yeah, looks like Vasutin now up to the 2
3 minutes
spot.
left.
Actually, BG now in the 2. Vasutin in the 3, followed by Allen. and Allen now making his way back to the 3. We got 2:15 in, 2:45 remaining. Martin White right now holding down a 7-second lead. BG back to the 2 spot, followed by Kevin, Eric, Steve, Art, David, and Julian. Got 2:25 down. Oh, careful at the step-offs. Careful getting onto the back straight. 2:45 in, 2:15 remaining. Oh, closest battle right now. Again, before that. Oh, careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle. A lot of action in this
2
one.
minutes left.
All right, so closest battle. Again, before that 2 spot. Kevin versus Eric. Also got a battle there. Steve versus Brian. BG trying to make his way back through. Got a minute 40 remaining. Right now, Martin, Kevin, Eric, followed by Steve, Brian, Art, David, Julian. Got a minute 30 remaining here, drivers. Minute 15 to go, 75 seconds remain. Martin holding down a 7-second lead. Kevin holding down the 2 spot. He's about 2 seconds ahead of Eric. All right, folks, we got 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
$45 seconds remain. Oh, closest battle here, Brian and Art. Also got battle Kevin and Eric. They're about 1.4 apart. 30 seconds remaining here. All right, 20 seconds remain, drivers. Ten seconds. This is 40 plus on track. We'll be moving into Sportsman 17.5 up next. That time is about to expire. Race to the line, drivers.
AJ Cardinale done. Julian Taylor done. Kevin Allen done. Eric Vasiodine done. Grasshopper done. Martin White done. Steve Loom done.
All right,
Rice
guys.
Cakes done.
Finishing order. We got Martin, Kevin, and Eric on the podium. Rest of the order is going to be Steve, Brian, Art, David, and Julian.
The race is completed.
All right, so Vasuden's got a transponder so strong, it checks in twice. All right, race number 6 is going to be our sportsman category of 17.5 buggy. That'll be Theo, Scott, Ben, Justin, and Andrew.
Ten Quartet. Justin Levers. Scott Jorgensen.
All right, I'm going to need my 40-plus drivers to marshal this race, please. Andrew, are you going to make this one?
Ben Halverson. Andrew Ivanova.
Something erasers want. I don't know. What do we have a bunch of there? Like, what do we need? Sweet. Okay. Yeah. So what's so we're 500 away. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy something. We'll see where we are at the end of the night. Yep. You know, Eric, could use the new kit. Wink. All right, let's set the grid for this race. It's going to be Theo on the 1 spot, Scott on the 2, Ben 3, Justin 4, and Andrew 5. What's up? Ooh, okay. I'll announce it. Yep. All right, guys, so we have a Friday night special here. If you want to pick up a Schumacher LD3 kit, right now it's $75 off. So if you're thinking about getting a new kit, $75 off that shiny new Schumacher. I'm looking at you, Nelson B. All right, folks, grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing less than 5. Here we go. Theo Lynn leading them off. Driving that taxi, bus, banana, mustard. Actually, it's a, thank you, Kev. It's a mustard-covered taxi bus. Careful on the back straight, guys. Ah, man, Theo landing mustard side down. That is going to put Halverson to the top. Levers in the 2, but Jorgensen making the move. Oh, Theo being smart there. We got 35 seconds in. Ben Halverson 2 seconds ahead of Justin. Justin 1 second ahead of Theo. Theo half a second ahead of Andrew. Oh, a little trouble for Justin. Oh, Theo back to the 2. Meanwhile, Ben Halverson out front, driving the white car. He may have borrowed my paint job. That's okay. We got 105 down, 3:55 to go. All right, a minute 15 down, 3:45 to go. So right now, Ben Halverson 2.5 seconds up on Theo. Theo 2.2 ahead of Scott. Scott 5.8 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 2.3 ahead of Justin. We got a minute 30 down and 3:30 remaining. Fastest lap of this one going to Scott Jorgensen at a 16.8. Oh, a little trouble for Scott. Got a minute 45 down, 3:15 to go. White car in the lead. Yellow car in the 2, blue and orange holding down the 3 spot. Okay, we got 2 minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left.
Oh yeah, in case you guys haven't heard, we do have one B742 Champions Edition kit left, and we have a special price going on that kit. If you want to get in on the 4-wheel action, that's a prime opportunity to do so. Got 225 in, 235 to go. All right, Ben Halverson out front, 4.5 seconds up on Theo. Theo 6 seconds up on Scott. Scott 3.5 ahead of Justin. Justin 5 ahead of Andrew. All right, 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Careful, back straight, go wide. That's clear. Got just over 2 minutes remaining here. Ben, Theo, Scott, Justin, Andrew, the order.
2 minutes left.
All right, Ben Halverson out front. Driving the white ride. If you see a white car come up on you, give him a little bit of room. Yellow car is the second spot. Blue and orange is your third place runner. Got a minute 45 remaining here. Halverson almost 5 seconds up now. Minute 30 to go. All right, a minute 20 remains here. Minute 15 to go, 75 seconds left. Ben Halverson 16.6 that time by, letting it rip. Yeah, Ben's been putting
1
in the
minute
time
left.
and the effort, and it is paying off. 55 seconds to go. All right, Ben, Theo, Scott, followed by Justin and Andrew. Justin actually closing the gap to the third place car quite substantially. They're just about a second apart now. Sandwiching Theo right now. It's a mustard sandwich. 30 seconds to go, drivers. Oh, keep it smooth. 20 seconds to go. All right, 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. And time has expired. Ben Halverson officially
Andrew Ivanovic
on
done.
a victory
10
lap.
Quartet done. Scott Jorgensen done. Justin Levers done. All drivers
All
are
right,
finished.
Ben Halverson takes
Ben
down the
Halverson
W. Theo in the 2 spot, and Scott taking that final podium paying position. All right, guys. Up next is intermediate. What's up, Landy?
The race is completed.
Okay. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Okay. Thank you.
George Laxon.
At podium for that one going to be Ben, Theo, and Scott.
Jimmy Blackwell. Ryan R. Randall. Greg
All right, so I've been told that
John
for the
Milliard.
rest of the night, we have a special on tires. And we're having a little special deal on tires in the shop tonight. I'm being told buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 3, get 1 free. Sign me up. Do I qualify for that?
Jacob Jorgensen.
Just kidding, of course. Although that's a pretty sweet deal. You guys should take
Martin
advantage of
Arroyo.
that. Personally, I'm a Schumacher man, but we also have J Concepts in stock. Got Mezzos, mini darts, Nessies, Sirens, Fuzz Bites, Pin Swags, Splinters, of course. Guys want to grab some tires? That's a sweet deal. Tonight only. All right, let's see. Do I have all my turn marshals? I should have Ben, Theo, Scott, Justin, and Andrew. All right, may need one more on the left side. Line up for this one. We're going to put Jacob on the 1, Jimmy on the 2, John 3, Greg 4, George 5, Ryan 6, Martin 7. All right, Jacob 1, Jimmy 2, John 3, Greg 4, George 5. Hey, RC cars don't have reverse. I'm just kidding. All right, folks, grid is good. We got our marshals. We're going racing, guys. Less than 5. All right, we got the attack of the Killer J is out front. That's Jacob, Jimmy, and John. Got Greg right there with them. 15 seconds down. "30 seconds in the books. Jacob going 15-6. Right now he's 1 second ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 1 point. Oh, trouble for John. Oh, man. Oh, a little trouble for Martin there. 50 seconds in, 4:10 remaining. Right now, Jacob 2 seconds up on Jimmy. Jimmy about 5 ahead of George. A little trouble for
4
Jimmy
minutes
there.
left.
George a little off trajectory there. John following him. Careful in the middle, guys. 1:15 down, 3:45 to go. Right now it's Jacob, Jimmy, Ryan, Greg, George, John, Martin. Jacob going 15-6 once again. I have a feeling we're going to see him an expert someday. 1:30 down, 3:30 to go. Jacob 5 seconds up on Jimmy. Jimmy 6 up on Greg. Greg half a second ahead of Ryan. Ryan half a second up on John. John 9/10 of a second ahead of George. And George about 4 ahead of Martin. Got a minute 50 down, 3:10 to go. Got second place starting to come up on some of his fellow competitors here. So just so you guys know, race leader is going to be blue and green. Second place is going to be orange and green. Ryan Randall now to the 3 spot. Being pursued by John, Greg, George, and Martin. 2:15 down, 2:45 remaining. All right, 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. Fast lap being reset by Jacob a few laps ago out of 15.4. Jimmy a 16.0, Ryan 16.5, John 16.3, Greg 16.7, Martin 16.1, George 16.8. 2:45 down, drivers, 2:15 to go. Jimmy going 15.9 that last time by. All right, drivers, we got 3 minutes down. And
2 minutes left.
Jacob 6.8 ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 10 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 2 ahead of John. John 2.1 ahead of Greg. Greg 5 ahead of George. George 3 ahead of Martin. 15.4 once again for your race leader. He's on a tear. 3:25 down, $1:35 remains. We got our 17.5 expert A-Main coming up next. A minute 20, drivers, a minute 20 to go. Ryan going 16.1 that time by. Just over a minute, drivers. Jacob, Jimmy, Ryan, Greg, John, George, and Martin, your full running order.
1 minute left.
Just under a minute to go. Jacob 10 up on Jimmy. Jimmy 12 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 5.7 up on Greg. Actually, Ryan 5.3 ahead of John. John 1.7 ahead of Greg. Greg 1.1 ahead of George. And George 3.9 ahead of Martin. Got 40 seconds left, drivers. $30 remaining. 20 seconds left, drivers. 10 seconds to go.
Greg DeBow done. Jacob Jorgensen done.
All right,
Martin
race to the
Arroyo
line. Careful back straight.
George
Careful on the
Laxon
back
done.
straight, guys. Careful on the back
Ryan R.
straight.
Randall done.
Go inside on the
Jimmy
back straight,
Blackwell
guys. Careful
done.
on the back straight. Careful on
All
the back
drivers
straight.
are finished. John
That'll be a
Millio
race,
done.
guys. Jacob taking down the 1 spot. Jimmy in the 2. Ryan takes the 3. Followed by John, Greg, Martin, and George.
The race is completed.
All right, folks. We are moving on to race number 8. The Ocho 17.5 Expert A main event. All right, this one's going to be Bryant, Martin, Kevin, Brian, Andrew, Tony, Eric, Julian, Steve, and Rohan. All right. Understood.
Martin
Leaving on
White.
a high note.
Andrew Newell. Kevin Allen. Rice Cakes. Julian Taylor. Steve Loom. Rohan Bunsal.
All right, I need all my intermediate drivers to come on out and marshal. Remember, guys, we got a tire sale going on. If you want to take advantage of that tonight only. Also, maybe you want a new kit. You got that Schumacher on sale. Got that B742 Champions Edition also on special.
Goompa.
All right, got everybody checked in. Do I have all my turn marshals? I'm looking for Jacob, Jimmy, Ryan, John, Greg, Martin, George. Need a little help on that left side. All right, let's line them up, guys. We're going to put Bryant on the 1, Martin on the 2, Kevin on the 3, Brian 4, Andrew 5, Tony 6, Julian 7, Steve 8, Rohan 9. Decapitated. Oh, check that body again. I hear. Check the spur gear side. Make sure the spur gear's not rubbing. Yeah, take the body off and put it back on, I suppose. All right, grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing here in less than 5. Here we go. Mirafuente leads them off. Got Mirafuente out front. White in the 2 spot. Gross moving into the 3. Got 35 seconds in. Race leader dropping the blue and yellow ride. Right now he's almost 2 seconds up. Closest battle right now looks to be for that 3 spot. BG trying to hold off Noel and Taylor. We got 55 seconds down, 4:05 remaining. Race leader down the back straight. Coming up
4
on
minutes
another
left.
blue and yellow car there. 1:05 in, 3:55 remains. Bryant, Martin, Brian, followed by Andrew, Julian, Steve, Kevin, Rohan, and Tony. Buck 15 down, 3:45 left. Right now, Bryant is 2 seconds ahead of Martin. Martin 2.5 ahead of Brian. Trouble for Bryant. That's going to put Martin to the lead. 1:30 down, 3:30 to go. Right now, Martin half a second ahead. They're coming up on Tony. 1:40 down, 3:20 to go. Martin White holding it down. Got Andrew Knoll moving up to the 3 spot. 1:50 in, 3:10 to go. Race leaders are neck and neck right now. Mirafuente putting the pressure on Martin. They make their way
3
over that
minutes
final
left.
double down the back straight. All right, 2:50 to go. Battle remains close here. Oh, careful up front, guys, right in front of the driver's stand. Got 2:20 down, 2:40 remaining. And Bryant right there with the race leader, trying to force him into a mistake, perhaps. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Looking to the inside, looking to the outside. Martin making that car wide. Whoa, careful, back straight. That's clear. Meanwhile, race leaders continue to battle. Down the back straight they go. 0.085 the margin that time around. Careful back straight, guys. Careful back straight. That's clear. Oh, in trouble for... That is going to be Mirafuente going
2 minutes
blue
left.
and yellow side down. Got just over 2 minutes left. Martin White, 3.2. Oh, Martin a little trouble there. That's going to give a little bit of time back to Goomba. 1:45 remains. Martin Bryant, this time by 1.7 is the gap. Oh, man. You don't need that. 1:30 to go, drivers. 90 seconds remain. Bryant going 14.4 that time by, trying to make his way by Martin. He is there, but Martin is not giving him an inch. Got 1:10 to go, drivers. Race leaders, left side of the course. Oh, a little snag of the wheels. Bryant still right there. Oh, Martin, they
1
both
minute left.
screw up. Oh, man. Got 55 seconds remaining. Martin White now 3 seconds ahead of the second place car of Julian Taylor. Julian just a few feet ahead of Andrew. Bryant trying to rally back. 35 seconds to go. Martin White out front, looking to do the double. 25 seconds remain. Careful up front, guys. 20 seconds to go. Careful in the middle. Careful on the right, guys. Careful coming down the ladder. 10 seconds to go. All right, right, time about to expire. Closest battle right now going to be
Rohan
Julian
Bansal
versus Andrew.
Rice Cakes done.
Martin White
Gumpa
just has
done.
a few corners to
LT
go.
Gray done. Kevin Allen done.
Oh,
Martin White done.
and
Julian
that is going to be
Taylor done.
Julian at the line by
Andrew Moore
not much at
All
all.
drivers are finished.
That'll be a race,
Steve Lowe
guys.
done.
Martin White taking down the victory. Julian in the 2, and Andrew on the podium as well. Rest of the order will be Brian, Kevin, Steve, Bryant, Tony, Rohan. And that'll
The
be a
race
race,
is
guys.
completed.
All right, folks. Thank you all for coming out. Ronnie, if you're watching, we love you, brother. That will conclude Friday night racing. We'll be racing tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 5 p.m. If you can make it, you don't want to miss it. Once again, thank you all for coming out.